Hey guys, today we'll take a look at multiplication of fractions. If you guys haven't check out my two other videos on fractions. One is addition, one is subtraction. Today we'll see how we do multiplication of two fractions. So there are two types to discuss in this. So let's just go through each one of them. So the first type I wanted to see was, what if you don't have a denominator for one of the fractions, but for the other one you do have numerator and denominators. So something like, let's say for example, you had 3 times 4 by 7. Here you see that we are multiplying the fraction 4 by 7 times 3. Technically you can write 3 as 3 divided by 1. So this would just give, in multiplication you multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators. So this is 12 by 7. You don't really have to put the 1 always. It's just simply as a matter of understanding, I just wrote down the 1. You don't really have to put that in. So let's see, what if suppose you had another one like negative 6 times 1/3. So what do you do in this case? You just do negative 6 times 1. So you multiply it with the numerator and divide it by the denominator. So that is negative 6 by 3. If you simplify this, 3 times 1 and gives you 2. That gives you negative 2. So what if you had more fractions, right? You can do negative 6 times 4 times the same thing. Let's use 1/3 again. So in this case, you would still do the same. You would do negative 6 times 4 times 1 by 3. So 3 times 1 and 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8 again. So negative sign you retain and then you write 8. That's it. So what's the second type? Second type is when you have type 2, let's write. So in this case, you have for both the fractions, or say 3 or 4 fractions, or how many ever you have a clear numerator and a clear denominator. So for example, let's do this 3 by 5 times 2 by 7. So in this case, what you do is, just like the previous one, you multiply the numerators, which is 3 times 2, and you multiply the denominators. That's it. So 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 7 is 35. 6 divided by 35 is your answer. That's your fraction. Let's say you have multiple fractions. Let's say you have 4 fractions. So something like 1 by 2 times 1 by 3 times 4 by 7 times 5 by 11. So what do you do in this case? You multiply all the numerators, 1 times 1 times 4 times 5, divided by, you multiply all the denominators now. So as you guys can see, we can simplify 1 and 2. So what do we have remaining? 2 times 5 is 10, divided by 3 times 7 is 21. 21 times 11 is 231. So that's it, guys. How many ever fractions you have, just remember to multiply all the numerators and divide it by all the denominators. So like in this case, what we did was we took the product of all the numerators and multiplied them, wrote them down, and you take the product of all the denominators and write it in the denominator's place, and you get the answer. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for more videos, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much.